Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on the last day of September, September 30th. And we started with rise with a Z sound. It looks like an S, sounds like a Z. And rice looks like a C, sounds like an S. And they both have the same vowel I. So starting I and rising. Rise up. The Z will connect, rise up. And that little mark is there to remind you to just hold and not release up. And this rice is cold. Rices. And cold, same thing. That little mark is there to remind you to not release the air. Cold. Just cold. Hold it there. You can say renewal or renewal because the RE is not stressed. Most prefixes are never stressed. So it can change to r or ri, or you can keep it the E sound. So I put the first one with a renewal and the second one with an E, renewal. Either way, it's going to be not stressed, so it's going to be very short and hard to hear. My subscription has automatic renewal. Automatic. So we did that one too. Automatic. This T changes to a D, this T changes to a D, and the final C at the end is a K sound that you won't release. Automatic. Just hold that tongue in the K position. And back to exaltation. Exaltation. Feelings of joy and exaltation. All this connects. Feelings of joy and exaltation. This begins with the DE, so if you don't use D, you can change it to duh or di. Decisive. Or with the E, decisive. My friend is not very decisive. All of these spellings have the same sound, just do. Do. Sounds like do. My bill is due. Just do it. Mountain Dew. So my bill is due will connect. Just do it. This T you won't hear at all because when your tongue goes to the TD position, you just hold it and then release the airflow for the D. Just do it. Back to the T position and holding the T and not releasing it. I'll put a little mark there too. Um, it, hold it. Just do it. And mountain dew. Mountain is usually with the syllabic in mount. Mountain. But you can also say mountain. It's not wrong. It's just very correct and a little less common for American English speakers. And automatic. We did this one with renewal. Automatic. And the rule for the T when it sounds like a D is when it's between two voiced sounds, like this T is between two vowels, this T is between two vowels, but it also has to be in the unstressed syllable. So that's why we can't say attachment. In attachment, this T or these two T's are between vowels, but they won't change because they're in the stressed syllable. Attachment. And then hold that final T, hold that final K. And then we did the difference between ma'am and man. Very hard to tell. Ma'am, man, because they both end with a nasal or n. It's really hard to tell. I didn't put them before vowels here because usually the context is so different that you would know which one based on the sentence and the situation. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Man, that's crazy. Man, that's crazy. And then we had a long conversation about when do you use ma'am and when do you use miss. So that's why we have so few words today, but it was a really good conversation. And in case you're wondering, there is no definite age or rule for when you call somebody a ma'am and when you say miss for somebody younger. So, in general, younger, unmarried women are a miss. Older women, whether they're married or not, would be ma'am. But if you want to make it, if you're not sure how old is old enough, if you want to make any woman happy, just say miss. But this is also my personal opinion. Maybe some people would be offended by being called a younger miss instead of ma'am. But me personally, I remember the first time I was called ma'am, and it's very one of those moments of like, oh my gosh, he thinks I'm a ma'am. So now when I get called Miss, it's a very happy thing, but not everybody may feel the same way. And Sir, there's no rule. There's no younger sir, older sir, or a different name instead of sir. It's just very general. And I wish we had something similar for females, but we don't. So that's it. I'll do it once again without stopping. Rise, rice. Renewal or renewal. Exaltation. Decisive or decisive. Do. Automatic. Attachment. Ma'am, man. That's it. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for intonation practice. Thanks. Have a good day.